Hi, it is a change program from village of Schaumburg Senior Center. We meet once a month and bring so many good programs and ideas to our seniors. Today our topic is how to protect our seniors in our community. And for that we have three guests here, and I'm delighted to have them, and I will say I'm fortunate to have them. So please introduce yourself.
My name is Chris Nowicki. I'm a detective with the Schaumburg Police Department. I've been working there about 12 and a half years. And we do a lot of investigations with seniors where they've been taken advantage of. People come in their house and burglarize it, call them on the phone, send them scams by mail or email, on the computer, things of that nature. So we're out just trying to get them educated and help to try and prevent that from happening.
Hi, Karen. I'm Linda Dressler from Prairie Path Realty. I'm part of a senior services task force where we believe in educating and helping the seniors in our community, and our mantra is service over self.
Very good.
I'm Laura Fish with Prairie Path Realty. I'm also on the Senior Services Task Force and a Senior Real Estate Specialist, and we're here also to help.
Very good. I welcome you all from behalf of Village of Schaumburg and the Schaumburg Barn. Okay, Chris, I have first question to you, that I know our police is not only code enforcement department,
right,
but also a community-oriented one too.
Yes.
And very proud to say that our village, Schaumburg's police department is one of the best. And tell me about how you can define that you are community-oriented.
We do a lot more than just arrest bad people and enforce laws and statutes. You know, we're out trying to educate, whether it's seniors or children. A lot of what we do, unfortunately, is we react to incidents that have already happened. The best measure that we can do is education and prevention, stop those incidences from happening. We do outreach programs with seniors and, you know, children. We do a lot of things where we have programs where we interact in the schools and obviously with the barn and the senior center with you. And, you know, the more educated we get, not just for seniors, but for their children and the people who can relate their information, they can spread that information on, then we can prevent a lot of bad things from happening, and then we don't have to react to it.
Linda, what you provide to help our seniors to make more community-oriented?
We provide programs to the seniors for topics that they want to hear about, things like keeping safe in their home, things about Medicare, about Medicaid, about almost anything, you know, powers of attorney, things that worry people that until they have answers to questions and information that can give them a lot of sleepless nights. So we provide information for the seniors.
Laura, you said that you are real estate. What real estate to do with seniors, because their house is paid up and no mortgage, nothing there, you know. Right. So how you can help them, in what base?
A senior's real estate specialist can sit down with a senior and help them determine whether they want to stay in their home, whether they can adapt their home so that they can stay there, whether it's widening doorways, putting in grab bars, putting thresholds in so that they can stay in their home longer, or if it's deciding that they need to move into a different type of home. So it's going in and helping them decide what their next move could be, whether it's staying there or moving on to something else.
Wow, didn't know that.
Yes.
Very good service, okay. Chris, as you know, you came to Barn and you came to our senior meeting also. You know how seniors are vulnerable in their own right, you know, because they don't think straight. They are more towards, you know, peer pressure, what their friends are doing. They would like to do that. In that case, how you want to protect them? What message you will bring?
Well, the message is education and prevention. And the primary message we send with regards, especially to scams, is sometimes a lot of seniors are a little naive or trusting. We don't want them to give too much of their personal information out to people who don't have a right or a need to know it. When someone comes to your home and they say they're with the power company, ask questions of them. You know, can I see your identification? Which power company are you with? You're saying there was a scheduled appointment. I don't recall a scheduled appointment. Who can I call to verify that information, and can you wait outside? And you know, you can call the police if you believe somebody's there, not from the power company. We can come by, do a little service check, help them out, see if that person really is who they say they are. And it could be exactly as they say, the power company, or it could be somebody trying to commit a ruse burglary to their house.
No, that is so true. In our village, one thing I noticed that Monday, as I opened the barn, and within 10 minutes, I felt that some kind of, smoke. And because we experienced the fire at the barn, it was very, destructive so much, so we got scared on that. And that early morning, I have 7 seniors there. And they are all saying, it is and I call 911. Oh, don't call 911. Let us see what is going on here. Man, no, you have to call 911. Oh, honey, just wait, nothing is happening. Oh yeah, smoke is there. Yes, it is there. They are talking, I did call 911. And right away, they were there. They went everywhere, because we have 3 levels, attics and us, and then teen center. And everything was so fast to protect our people and protect our residents. Very fast on that. So really, I'm so grateful that this is great community where everybody is looking for everybody's well-being. All right. When I think about you, Linda, your work, what do you think you can give more to seniors, just bringing some speakers, or what kind of speakers you think, and how you will find out about that?
We like to get to know the seniors. We're not coming in. This isn't for business. I mean, I really believe in supporting the community. So, in getting to know the seniors and talking to them, when you befriend them, they trust you. We want to know what they want to hear about. You hear some of their questions and concerns, and so from that, we've been able to put together some other programs that then make them happy because it's given them information that they're looking for.
And Laura, you think that giving seniors this kind of, you cannot live here in this your own house, how this talk goes, the conversation turns very sad, or give them, very positive future. Oh no, you are going to have living in kind of, 5-star hotel. You will be happy there.
No, but what we do is we give them options, and we are able to talk with them and family members. It used to be that there were an option of staying in your home or going to a nursing home, and that's no longer the truth.
Right.
There are many different options, and we help them figure out what the best option is for them. So it's no longer just a death sentence, if you will, of being able to move from one place to a dire place. But now there's many different options, and we're able to help guide them to pick the best place for them to go to. So we're able to do that for them and to help them so that it's not a depressing situation any longer.
Thank you. We will come back. Welcome back. We were talking to Chris before how police department can protect seniors. They are doing a lot on that. But I have one question. That is, we heard so many things about telephone scam because today seniors are talking to each other, and then they asked me about that. Somebody called and saying, I got phone number, but I don't think I have right address because I have something for you. So one lady was asking her, did you call police? Nah, I need to talk somebody, he was talking to me. So I think this is also one situation when seniors get the phone call, they are alone, and they think, my God, somebody's here to talk to me. So they are talking and giving all the information. So what do you think about that? How you can prevent that?
Yeah, I think it goes back to education again. And what we want people to do is, young or old, we want, if somebody asks you, calls you, how did you get my number? Am I on a list? How did you get my information? But more importantly, when someone's talking with you, if they're asking you for information, why do you need that information? Why do you need my address? For what purpose do you need that information? If you go to the doctor's office and they ask you for your social security number, ask them why. And they're probably going to have, some place they're going to have a good reason. If you have a bank account that's generating interest, that has to be reported to the IRS, they're going to tell you we need that information reported to the IRS. It's a legit reason. But we don't want people on the phone calling you up because it's really hard to verify. Could be scammers, and like you said, there's a lot of people that have been scammed that way, and it just doesn't start with your address. Then they say, well, yeah, we understand you have a bank account, and it's with which bank, and then they give the information, and maybe even the account number and certain other personal information. The one piece of information that we, as police, really want you to guard is your Social Security number, because that's the piece of information that the fraudsters can use to establish either misuse current accounts or trying to establish new lines of credit under that name. That is the key to it all in identity theft.
And I think when you give them your date of birth, they easily get your Social Security.
Yeah, there's a lot of databases that are out there
Right.
just by computers, and people that have access to it can get into that information. But you know, I mean, you can't prevent 100% anything from happening.
So true.
What you want to do is you want to minimize the exposure of your personal identifying information to people who really shouldn't have it. Education and just being a little more assertive with people on the phone. Like you said, you know, sometimes they're happy someone's calling them, they're very agreeable on the telephone, they want to continue the conversation, but if somebody wants to continue to talk to you, there's no reason you can't ask them why they need that information, and that's the kind of thing we want to encourage. And if it's suspicious, report that.
For example, last night I experienced that. Somebody called that please, I got this information that you have diabetes. Who is giving you this private information, no? Doesn't matter, but I am doing this on survey. Survey for what? Okay, I am busy, give me your number, I will give you a call. No, you can't reach me. Man, hello? I cannot reach you, or you are asking me to give you all the information? Man, give me your supervisor. So I don't know who was supervisor or some make-believe supervisor. He comes. Yes, I am here, and I am so happy that you are here. So why you need, if you are not able to give me your phone number, and how you think that I am that much dumb that give you all the information? Man, no, be, honest to yourself, He said, ma'am, it is not asking too much. Man, you are going too far. And top of that, we are on do not call list. I don't think that list is working that good either. Still people are calling. So who is doing this do not call list, to favor or not to favor, okay? So the whole idea is, if somebody is not giving you any number or anything, do not talk to that person. Whether you are looking somebody to talk to you, have cat, and talk to that cat, okay? At least she's not going to ask you your phone number, okay? Yes, so true. All right. Also, I'm thinking that when people go on vacation, and what kind of message you want to give to seniors when they go on vacation, how they can protect their household or protect themselves?
Well, there's a lot of methods that you can use. You can have automatic timers on your lights. You can get them at the home improvement stores around town. You set it so this light goes on at 8 p.m., it goes off at 11 p.m., and you could stagger those times from a daily basis. You can program it different for Tuesday to Wednesday. It creates the impression that somebody's home. We'd recommend if you have, if they have a son or a daughter or a child or just a trustworthy friend, maybe stop by, put a car in the driveway, walk around, check things out, keep your grass cut. Don't let newspapers and mail stack up in the mailbox. If that's a habit, that's a giveaway that someone hasn't been home for a long time. For burglars, that's a red flag that says this is a house we could probably hit. Maybe leave your TV on. The light at night will generate some activity, and the sound may ward off some burglars who may go to a different house. You're trying to harden your target and make it a less appealable. Most burglars don't want confrontation with the homeowner. They don't want to enter with people there. They want to hit an empty house, so they have more time. And alarm systems are good too, and so are big dogs.
But who will feed dog when I am not home?
Hopefully one of your good friends who comes over and takes for you.
That's a good one. What do you think about that? How you are going to help seniors on that? Do you have any group or trustworthy people can come? Suppose somebody is living here and their daughter and son, they are working out of town. How they can, manage that?
Well, when I have listings and people go out of town, I will, as a real estate agent, stop by, of course, and visit their home and make sure that, that everything's good. If it needs to be a sidewalk shoveled, sometimes we have to take care of that, and we're checking on the properties so that they're not just left vacant for weeks on end and unchecked. So we'd be able to help our clients in that kind of way, which
so
makes
that's
it easier.
very good, because but next time when you come to burn, give your number on that, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, so people will know that they are going on vacation and the family is not around,
Yeah.
So somebody trustworthy
We're happy
person
to help. Or the Boy Scouts. I'm active with the Boy Scouts and another, with the high school, some of the high school teams, and we can certainly get volunteers to come and help.
But don't you think that when so many kids or outsiders are coming there, that neighbors or those are people are watching what is going on, it means real person is not the home,
Well, if I've got a pack of 6 kids running past a house just on their run for cross country, nobody's going to really notice that they're watching or looking at the house.
That's a good one. Okay. Last time in meeting, Chris, you were talking about some Nigerian scam. What is that?
Well, it's a scam that typically originated from the country of Nigeria and the African continent. They have a penal code. It's the 419 scam is what they call it. The 419 is the penal code for scams of that nature. And it can envision a lot of things, either by telephone, it could be by mail, it could be by internet email. And typically what happens is you could be either selling an item on a classified ad or on a Craigslist website on the internet, or you could get a letter in the mail that says there's an individual that has $25 million and for various reasons they can't access that money, but because you got this letter and you are a trustworthy individual, they're going to trust you with the $25 million even though you've never met that person. Ultimately, the hook is they want you to send them a check or they want you to wire money Western Union. And we talked about last week, once you wire money Western Union and it is received by the receiver, the sender can't go back and get a refund. There's no charge back. It's not like canceling a check or stopping payment. That money's gone. And that money's typically picked up in Nigeria, other African countries, or even in Europe, even the United States. And what we don't want you to do is to do that. And sometimes at the classified ads, that's kind of a variation. What they'll do, you'll have an item for sale. They'll send you an email or request. They'll say, okay, I want to buy your $200 item, and I have someone in the States who owes me $1,000. They're going to send you a check for $1,000. Do me a favor. Keep the $200, keep an additional $100 for yourself, and Western Union me the additional $700 because I trust you with that check, even though I've never met you. And you're going to send that $700 Western Union. You're going to deposit that check as an account holder in good standing, and generally your bank's going to let you withdraw that money, and in about 3 or 4 days, that check is going to come back as a forgery. You've already sent the $700, and you're going to be out that $700. Very little recourse.
Wow. How money flies out so quickly, yeah?
You get a lot of those, unfortunately. A lot of people get taken on that one. It's the most common scam that we see.
I think we should have more seminars or workshops for seniors on this subject because so many seniors are hurting, on that. And because people are not working and they are taking advantage of that, Thank you very much. We will come back again. Thank you. Welcome back. Really, it is a very interesting topic that how we can protect our seniors. One thing is going on a lot, I heard so much, that is a gypsy gang and something Russo, what is the name of that?
Yeah, we call them ruse burglaries.
Ruse burglary, yeah. What is that?
Well, typically what happens is you get somebody shows up at your door and, maybe the husband's away and he says, your husband scheduled an appointment, I have to check your meter, I'm from the village or I'm from a public entity or I have to check something. So typically what will happen is then people are being trustworthy because they're wearing a bright vest without asking them where they're from or any identification. Most of the major contractors do have actual identification and a number you can call to verify that with NICOR or ComEd. And then typically they'll take that person down to the basement, to the water meter or what have you, and then what will happen is 3 other individuals will enter your house. They'll go typically to the bedroom where most of the valuables in a household are statistically kept, ransacked through for jewelry, gold, anything valuable, cash. And then by the time they may be talking on phones, so be aware if someone's in your house like that talking on a phone, they could be communicating by cell phone upstairs to people who were actually burglarizing your house. This is not unique to this area, or it's in every town, and education is the best. Also, if you're out cutting your grass and you let somebody in the front door, maybe make sure you don't have your back door unlocked, because a lot of those guys will hop the fence, come in the back, go to the upstairs, and next thing you know, you're out $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 worth of valuables. It could be your wedding ring, your chain, everything that they can grab in a quick period of time.
You think that is also in real estate area too? This kind of gang?
It happens in a similar way.
How?
Where people will see a house that's listed for sale and put it on Craigslist as a rental, and they'll meet you at the house and ask for a deposit, even though they don't have the right to do that. And so they'll walk away with the cash that they've asked for, and you think that you've signed a lease for that rental, and they'll give you keys even, and you'll find out that you have just given them cash and have keys that are useless for that house. So
But how come you
it's
get
crazy.
key, you don't go to see that, open the house, you know?
Well, they might have a key, they might change the locks. It might be a vacant home that nobody's living in. But when you could actually move in and find out that you don't actually have a lease for that home. So it's very important that you find out who the legal owner of that home is. Yes. So it's very important that you work with an agent to find out who the legal owner of the home is before you sign a lease. So it is all about education.
All right, I just came here, totally new person, okay? And I need to buy a house. How do I know who is the real agent or who is a fake agent? How you can help me on that, please?
Well, if they can help, people who are licensed through the state, there's a website called the Department of Professional Regulation. And if you know the profession, be a real estate agent, be it a dentist, a doctor, there's all private detective, they're all licensed through the state, and it's a free website, and you can put someone in by first and last name and their profession to see if they have a current license, or if they had a current license and they no longer have a current license. If somebody's representing himself out to be a licensed profession that falls under the branch of the Department of Professional Regulation, go on that site and check it. It's free and it's easy. It's just the Illinois Department of Professional Regulation.
We all must carry our identification when we are representing ourselves as an agent.
I remember when I came here, oh my God, it's 32 years now, and somehow I don't know, that if I massage, somebody's having headache, I massage, headache will go away, whatever you want to say that, okay? So I was doing this to some of my American friends, and they are telling other people. So my husband came because his doctor friends told him what she's doing, someday she will go in jail very soon, okay? So he came to me, he said, stop it, what? I'm helping them, they are happy. They are happy, that's fine, but I will be not happy if you will be in jail. Why I will be in jail? And he said, you don't have license, you don't have qualification. Judge will not, you are not going to massage judge head. Okay, now you feel, Are you okay now? No, that is not the place where you are doing. Back home, India, it is fine because people do those things, They believe in that, the healing thing, okay? But here, everything by the license. And so, stop it. So then I stopped, and people were asking, why did you stop? I said, no, I cannot touch you. It is, they say, don't touch here to anybody. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It is so many things are there. You want to do things by heart, but heart has gone now, in a way. Any other ideas you want to share with us, how to protect our seniors if we didn't discuss that?
Well, I had some actual safety tips for in the home for seniors. And Laura and I had a list of just quick things to go over that'll help make their homes more safe.
Okay, all right.
My mother right now is, failing eyesight, and it's a little harder to get around physically. And there are just some things that make it so that they won't hopefully have emergencies and have to go to the hospital. If you have throw rugs and they're very pretty, you might like to hang it on the wall and not have it on the floor because your feet can get tangled up in it. Sometimes thresholds will have a bump. You know, if you're going from a maybe vinyl floor to a wooden floor, they now have little ramped thresholds now instead of ones that you'd be more apt to trip over.
That's a good one.
Appropriate furniture, so maybe recliners or those mechanical chairs that lift, or hospital beds are very helpful for seniors. A lot of people like to keep footstools, and those are anything that you could trip over is kind of a hazard for the home. What else, Laura?
Grab bars. Grab bars are a big thing. Take down the towel bars, because if you start to fall in a bathroom or even a kitchen area, you're going to grab a towel bar and you're going to fall down. So install grab bars in areas that you might be tempted to fall in, just as a precaution. Padding on certain things like sharp objects, cabinets, on tables, and get rid of glass tabletops because they're difficult to see and you tend to run into them.
That's a good idea. And these all programs we do at the Schaumburg Barnes Senior Center. We call that Senior Community Cafe. And at our cafe, we serve lunch to our seniors, and it is only $3.25, where anybody can get coffee, milk, 3-ounce meat, 2 side dishes of vegetables, and bread, and the fruit, dessert, everything. On top of that, we have started new thing known as Fresh Bar. As you go in a very fancy restaurants, you have this so fashionable salad bar. We have that, and it is so, everything is there, and you will enjoy. So just come, call us. My number is 847-524-7496, and if you have any question, please call, and we are here to help you. And we are very, very fortunate that this community is helping our seniors wherever you go. I will tell you this, my dear, you are in good hands. Thank you very much. Have a good day.